How much time you guys got? So 99 plus hours don't mean like you got a long time. It just means just calculating. I think that's what mine means. Oh, you see that corner right there? He's going after something. He's going after a player. Ooh. Bodied. You see what I mean? My thing's OP. There's a player right here. I don't know if I want to protect him or... I ain't got no way to protect him. I don't want to put him in a locked door or anything, but... I'm doing it. He's a 105. He's max level. Over there, max level. I would check their profile, but they'll make me leave the thing again, so I just protected them, bro. From that corner. The corner was about to eat them alive. So I can't keep protecting them, but I did just protect them. So you can do kindly gestures to people even if they're not offline. Like, if their creature's getting killed or something's attacking a creature and you see a creature of somebody else's at a base and you see it being attacked by something, you can protect them. Just being kind and courteous. You see the otter right there? Yeah, that's a baby. That's what I have. This lake, you can come to this lake and get them. When you come on here, it's up to you where you want to build. You're just not allowed to build in the wyvern den, the griffin den, and certain spawn locations for things or people. It's just that's one of the rules here. But other than that, you're pretty good. So I'm gonna go slow in here because I need to park this exactly in a little. Oh, those are my fire bridges too. So I'm just gonna walk this over here. Okay, let's see. What I said I was gonna get some metal, but I need to get an inky. I like to know what fucking happened to my inky. Let me go get my terror bird. I don't know why my terror bird's still out there. Unless my inky was got on. Unless I got off my inky. I need to check my tribe. Oh, you had a tribe. There's a tribe ball you can check too, bro. If you need to join a tribe when you get in. If you can join somebody else's tribe, or you can make your own. I'm always usually making my own. I'm usually in one by myself, simply because I just feel it's better. So here's how you check your tribe log. Ready? You click circle one time, right? Click options one time. Options again. This is who's in my tribe. So oh, wait a minute. It's currently somebody in my tribe. Didn't know that. Interesting. Whoever it is, they're offline. If they're offline too much longer, I'm just gonna kick them. But yeah, that's your tribe. This is the tribe law. This shows what you tamed, what you've lost. If it's in red, it means it's destroyed or it's been killed. For instance, your baby gotcha level was killed. Juvenile gotcha was killed by Kratos, which is the player. And that's my teammate, bro. He no longer plays. Huh?
He was your teammate.
Where's he at?
Oh, he did.
No, because he was probably. We had too many of them gotchas, bro. We had like thousands of them. If you have too many creatures, you can't tame some. If you have max creatures, then you can't tame no more. And we kill creatures to get harvest stuff too. You can harvest. You can use them as a farm too, bro. As long as you got a breeding pair, you can keep having babies and harvest them for stuff. So I'm kicking Kratos though, because he never played with me. And if you want to kick a player, you come to your tribe log like you see here. You highlight their name, click X on it, and you see right here, it says remove player from tribe. You have that, or if they play with you a lot and you trust them a whole bunch, you can transfer ownership. So if you want to transfer ownership, that's up to you. Or you can do this: promote to admin. Means you can give them admin privileges to everything in your base. I just want to kick because he ain't been on me. So yeah, my name is Athena. I got Athena. I named it off a movie, Athena. Actually, you know who Athena is? Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. She's based off a movie Hercules, Athena. And you know what? I think she's the goddess of love. Let me ask YouTube. Let me ask my YouTube. I'm just going to ask YouTube. Wow, I'm sitting there chilling. Pull up. Who was Athena? Okay, let's see. No, she was the goddess. She was the goddess of wisdom. Yes, it says Athena, the goddess of wisdom, the god of war. God, mythology. Let me see here. They're just telling me about the Greek gods, right? The birth of Athena, the incredible origins of the birth. Let me see. Who was the god of war?
Showing results for who was the god of war.
Shit, just tell me. Okay, god of war. Let me see. I might have to say it in a different way because it's showing me the God of War game. No, it's not. It's just showing me that because I've been watching a lot of videos on that. Who was the God of War? Greek mythology.
Showing results for who were the god of war.
It still says
Greek
him.
mythology.
Who are the guy with the tattoo face? Hold on. Top powerful Greek gods. Top powerful Greek gods. I might have to actually go and ask Google. God of War. PS5. That's God march your princess. I guess it's this person, but top 10 gods and goddesses of Greek mythology. I mean, I could look up that video, watch that video, and probably show me, but alright, let me go to wait. Roman gods, Greek gods, some difference. Alright, let me go to Google. I'm on YouTube. Who was the god of war, Greek mythology? Ares.
Ares was the ancient
Yes,
god of
he
war.
was the goddess of
Spirit
war.
battle. He represented the distasteful
Listen.
aspects of brutal warfare and slaughter.
You heard all that? No, it says Ares was the ancient Greek god of war, or more properly, the spirit of battle. He responded the distasteful aspects of brutal warfare and slaughter. Ares was never very popular, and his worship was not extensive in Greek. So people really the reason he was like that, I think it's saying, is because people never really worshipped him like that. So he was jealous. Yeah. No. What girl you thinking of? What girl are you thinking of? I'll look her up. Medusa? You know she's a goddess too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was the goddess of... Actually, I can look up that and I can tell you what kind of goddess she was before she was turned into an ugly creature. If you want to know what god she actually was. What god was Medusa?
According to Thaco, legend states that Medusa was once a beautiful, avowed priestess of Athena who was cursed for breaking her vow of celibacy. She is not considered a goddess or Olympian, but some variations on her legend say she consorted with one.
So she was a priest of Athena. She broke her vow by fucking her husband. She fell in love with Athena's husband and had a baby by him. So that way, now when that happened, I'm assuming something happened and somebody cursed her to be ugly. So no man would ever. What happened was the way it worked out is one of the gods cursed her, so no man would ever love her again. That's why they created her into that ugly creature, so that way no man ever would dare look upon her. She was the most beautiful goddess of all. Huh? No, what I'm saying is like she was the most beautiful thing up there. Everybody loved her. But when she had an affair with the old girl, Athena's husband, and had the baby by him, and when she found out she was pregnant by him, one of the guys, I think it was Athena actually, that cursed her priest, which was before Medusa was named Medusa. She cursed her and made her into this ugly creature, so that way, and any man that looked upon her would never love her again. They would turn to stone every time somebody would look at her, so she would be never to be loved again. You have to look at things up, bro. Like it's crazy how much you'll learn on Greek mythology. What else you want to know about Greek gods? Which one you want to know about next? Which one you want to know about next? Or who do you want to know what god are you interested in? You know Zeus. We all know who the fuck Zeus is. The king, the calm, the mighty almighty. But you know there was a god that was more powerful than he. I think. His brother. You know who his brother was? You didn't know Zeus had a brother, bro? So you ever heard of Hades? That was his fucking brother, yo. Hades was Zeus's brother. He was the guardian of the underworld. They hated each other. But they were still brothers. Yeah, bro. I'm surprised you did not know that. That was the number one thing to know right there. You failed that one. Do you know who the goddess of love was? No, Cupid. Well, no, it wasn't Cupid. His name wasn't Cupid. That was her son. The goddess of love's son. Later on. I think it was, I have to look it up. Who was the god of love?
God Eros. According to Britannica,
No, it wasn't.
Cupid, ancient Roman god of love in all its varieties.
No, it's not, bro. It was a fucking female. It's a fucking female, not a dude. Cupid is a male. Cupid is a male. That's a lie. It's telling you a lie, bro. Trust me. Because even my friend will tell you she knows that she knows Greek mythology more than anybody in this world, and she plays the game. So it was a female, and she was his mother, Cupid's mother. No, that's not Athena. That's my name, bro. No. Let me try. I think. Who was the goddess of love? Try that.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite. That was her.
Aphrodite and the gods of love, goddess of love.
See, that was Cupid as her son. After she had an affair with a mortal. And when she had an affair with a mortal, she had an immortal son. But it had wings that could go and go as he pleases. That turned him into Cupid. So you see, Cupid was the one making people fall in love. Aphrodite was against it in a way. She creates war between males and females. When two lovers want to get together, she's into it, but she kind of wants them to have war at each other as well. Not really war, I guess. You could say they kind of hate and love relationship. She wants them to have a hate and love relationship at the same time. She wants the female to fall in love with the male, or the male to fall in love with the female. She kind of has that hate and love thing going on about that thing. So it's kind of she's funky. She says she a hater, cause did you know she was betrayed? When she had the affair, her husband dumped her after having the baby. After she got pregnant, her husband fell in love with a regular mortal. After he had an affair with a goddess. That's why she's so salty. After falling in love with her and having her and giving her a baby, he left her when he found out she was pregnant, and went with another mortal that he had fell in love with. And when he told her, she got all mad, and she, had to have the baby. She had a lot of love with that shit, so she never met that guy. And actually, she killed the guy. I think. It might be. I think she actually killed the guy. But I didn't know he had another son as well on the way. I mean, a daughter that was But as she had already had Cupid, so now she has 2 children. She just don't know about the other one. She had Cupid, which was won by the mortal, and the mortal had another daughter. Had another one, but it was a daughter by a regular mortal, like him, after dumping her. But she never found out who it was. She wanted to go kill her, but because she basically killed his daughter, his wife, and him. She actually put somebody up to it, you could say. I think she put up the goddess of war up to it. He sent a god of war, got sent and put his henchman. Aphrodite sent the god of war's henchman, tricked the goddess of war's henchman to fight the mortal and his wife, and kill the mortal and his wife in her sleep. And actually looking for the baby, but they couldn't find the baby because the baby was hidden away in another home, because they knew what was about to happen if she ever caught them. So yeah, that's how things roll, my brother. That's where I'm about to die on here too. You me? I'm actually dying. I'm dying! I've been talking too much and I'm not even in the game. I think either the game is lagging or I'm not even in the game. Game is either lagging that bad or I don't know. I can't open my doors. Yeah, I can't. Oh, there we go. It was lagging fucking bad. Damn. I gotta find something to eat, nigga. Eat, nigga. Eat, nigga. Hey, dookie hole. I gotta eat some dookie hole. Ah. Yeah. I'm just fucking around. You gotta fuck around a little bit. Ah. Huh? Look like what? Oh, you did? Yeah, you did not look like that? What you think about it? Think I'm ugly or something? Huh? Fine, nasty. He's fucking dumbass. You don't even realize I don't look muscular though. If you look at my other videos, my other ones got me with my shirt off and shit, but that's because I'm a hot nature person. I'm sometimes sit in my room with the hot shirt off and stuff. But if you look at them, I don't look that muscular, but best believe it, nobody fucks with me around here. I'll be knocking the biggest man out around here, biggest man. I've been known to fight straight up. I'm a street fighter, in case you didn't know that. I'm actually a street fighter. See, around here where I live at, they actually have street fights. People go in the street and actually fight. Straight up, fist fighting and don't move it, and all is legal. But if you get caught by the cops, it's a whole other story. So we do it like in different areas. We do it in my parking lot here. Like, see, I live right now. I live what is it called? I live at apartments. Like every Friday night, a bunch of people get together and come around, and there's a circle here at the end of it. You know how like a dome. They'll park all over the parking lot, and walk down to the dome area where somebody used to have a basketball court. It used to be a basketball court. That's why they call it a dome. They call it a cul-de-sac, actually. You know, like you pull in apartments areas, and it leads down. It's a road that leads down, and it's a big circle, and it comes back out. That's what they call a cul-de-sac. So, and down there is where we fight. That's the ring. But what we do, sometimes we put barbed wire around. Sometimes we put weapons in there. Like, at certain times, we'll be fighting regularly, and then somebody will throw a weapon in. Yeah, we get dirty, bruh. And the weapons we use are non-lethal, though. They're lethal, but the weapons I allow in it, since I run them, I do, in case you didn't know, I run the fucking ring. I'm kind of the co-owner of the fight club. Don't nothing go on in there without me knowing. Whether they're passing the money around, drugs, nothing goes in there without me knowing. If they're passing drugs, they get the fuck out. Money, I don't give a fuck about. They bet on us to fight, bro. That's what people do. That's what the ring of fight's for. People to bet, see who's gonna win. And I'm one of the fighters. I'm the main fighter. I'm the one who brought it up, so I created it, and I was the first one to bring it up, and I was the first one to start the fight. It ain't necessarily knocking out people, bro. It's like I told you. Sometimes you use weapons in that bitch. Some people get hurt pretty badly in that motherfucker. But you cannot kill them. You have to have enough sense not to kill the person. You can gash them open. You can slice them. Like the weapons I choose are ninja weapons. Ninja weapons, bro. I choose swords, knives, any ninja weapon you can think of, except for certain ones that can be thrown. Well, certain ones that can be thrown, I allow too. But most of them I don't allow. Most of the time I don't allow throwing weapons. The only throwing weapon I actually allow right now is the what you call them? Size. The size. You know what a size is, right? Bruh, these weapons are actual weapons. These are actually real weapons. These are sharp. Fucking, I allow weapons. I don't allow guns in my place at all. The only one that have guns is security. If a gun goes off in there, if a gun has to go off, you know cops are getting alerted right then and there. Somebody's gonna call the cops. But if a gun goes off by my security, the security has to fill paperwork out by every shot that's fired. And for what reason, and all that. If it goes off and there's not a reason for that damn bullet to go out of that chamber, and if that bullet ain't found, that security's fired. He has to know where that bullet's fired at, and he has to know why he fired that bullet, what was the cause of it. Like, there's no reason to fire a bullet. If they can't go hands-on by the people, if they have to resort to firearm for any reason, there has to be a damn good purpose. For instance, somebody in the crowd maybe getting all wild, and if somebody draws another gun, the security at all means go ahead, use your gun. But if they can't take them without the gun, because they've been trained hand-to-hand combat to take weapons away from people.
Oh, so they train?
They train, like seriously trained by the best. I had them trained by, I actually got them, my security is also police officers themselves, or actually not police officers, they used to be police officers. So my security is mainly they're mainly like backup police officers. But they're not actual police officers. They're like retired police officers, but they still can do their duty. They're retired police officers. Or military. I mainly get a military one. I like the military style. I don't really go police officer. I go military. Military, and I guess what type of military I go with? The branch. I go with the what's it called? Not Air Force, but
Navy.
yes, Navy. The best there is. The best at all skills. And nobody's been able to handle them. Exactly. That's why I wanted them as my security. I got over 20 security Navy guards. 20 should be enough to hold a big crowd. And I have more in backup. I have more in backup if I need, if something happens to them, or if they can't make it. In case they can't make it at night, or in case they get hurt, I got more that come in right away if I need. That lives close by. So I got plenty of stuff ready for me, bro. Like just last night. What was last night? Last night was what? What was the date last night? Like not the date, but like day. Friday? No, I'm thinking today, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Today's Thursday? So tomorrow I gotta fight. So the day after tomorrow I'm fighting again. I'm not the only one that fights, bro. But the thing, this one's gonna be a special one for a reason, because it's Halloween. So the Halloween, I got a special event going on. Like certain holidays, I got events going on with different types of weapons. This Halloween is all about hand-to-hand combat. This one is no weapons allowed. You get caught with a weapon, you're out. If a weapon is thrown in, you're out. The person that throws a weapon, if for instance, if a weapon is going to be thrown in, and that person picks it up, they're immediately kicked out. And the person that threw it in is automatically kicked out. So not only is the person that touches the weapon, if you choose to pick that weapon up, you're automatically disqualified. But if you continue to fight and don't pick that weapon up, you're good. It gives us a chance to get the weapon out. But the person that threw the weapon in is going to get kicked out. And we'll know, because we got cameras all around. Like each light pole out there is covered with a hidden camera. We got small cameras on each one of the light poles. And I got that from my photographer. He come up with this little thing where we can hide cameras all over the place and watch people and watch what they're doing. So people think we're not, just because we ain't seen what they're doing with our eyes, they're totally wrong. I play the video back every night. We'll play a video. If somebody says something going on, like, well, you got proof? I'm like, how about this? Let's look at the feed. We'll put all our cameras up. And like, you don't have cameras out here. I'm like, do you want to? I don't show them my cameras where they out and shit. But you know what I do? I bring them back to the camera room. I said, so this is where we got you throwing in the weapon that wasn't supposed to be allowed, or this is where we got you dealing drugs, or this is where we got you making purchases on weapons to throw in, or it depends on what they're doing wrong. And I've even, hey, you want to hear some of the bizarrest things I've had happen? So as soon as it's outside, I've had the bizarrest thing happen a couple of times. I've had a teenager come up with his girlfriend and fight. After he get them fighting, he's so horny, he go around the back of the houses and fuck. Just fuck out and open, bro. Just fuck out and open. I've had one dude bend the girl over straight up in the middle of the ring. Yank her pants down and fuck her right in the middle of the ring. I've had to get security on it for that. Like, dude, I don't want to see you fuck your girlfriend in front of everybody out here. We don't want to see that shit. This shit's going on video, bro. Sometimes I video record, I tape record everybody. Some fights get put on public scenes. For public. You want to come and fight? How old are you? But you gotta be 18. Nah, I mean, you just don't even think. I'm saying I do check your records. Everybody that fights, I have a record check. I check your background. I check everything, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with background. I can check your background. I can find out where you live. I find out all that stuff before you even get in. That's the part about being who I am. I got to know who you are, who I'm dealing with. Even the people some military people fight, bro. Like the military, I check their backgrounds. What militaries they're from. How many times they've been transferred, if they've been transferred. What qualities they have in the military. What their special techniques are. I look up all that. Whether they're hand-to-hand combat, whether they're good at weapons, whether they're good, what their expertise are. All that, bro. You have to know this shit when you're doing a fight club. Other than that, if you didn't know that, you couldn't have a fight club, be an owner, because you would constantly get me fucked over. People will fuck you over. Literally. What I mean by that is, people could turn on you. They could sue you if something happens to them. You gotta know all that shit, bro. Say if instance happened to one of the military people, and he said he didn't have a family, right? Like he was just fighting for the money, and he wanted to fight, or say he lost the fight, he could go sue your ass. He could sue me, and then say he has a family, and I found out he didn't have it. When I found out he said he didn't have a family, and he said that, and if I just go off his word, he didn't have a family, and then it turned out he did, and his family is looking for him and wonder why he's fucking so badly hurt, I could get sued for that, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's why I do background checks. And usually, the people that I do background checks on, sometimes they come through, sometimes they don't. And sometimes I allow them to fight, sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes you just have to say nothing. Say, if they got a criminal record, I even allow them to fight. But, depending on what their criminal record is about, is why some reasons why I wouldn't allow them to fight. Say, for instance, if they're a felon by a firearm, what makes me think they're not coming in with a firearm? Or they got a firearm hidden on them. Or they're hiding a firearm around there somewhere, and they get in a fight, they get mad because they lost the fight, they go grab their firearm out of their truck or car and fire up the place. You know what I mean? You see, I know it's not that, it's just, you see what I'm saying. That would be a dilemma on me. Cops would look at me like, why'd you let this fool fight? Why didn't you check his background? You knew he was a felon by a firearm, you didn't check his background? We knew he was a felon. Why'd you let him in your fight? Why didn't you check his car? See, if they're a felon by a firearm, I check their car. I pat them down. My security pats people down. They don't find a weapon on them. They check the car or whatever they come in. They don't find, and they check the whole area before we even start. Make sure ain't nothing hidden around the area. Like, as far as the bushes, Like, people will come up and literally hide shit in the bushes for the end of the fight. And if they lose the fight, they'll go grab it and just start shit, bro. That's what people do. People are salty. Or people will wait till the end of the fight. Even if they win the fight, they'll get their weapon or a knife or something. The people that won the fight, sometimes if they lose, they'll go get the fight. And after the person walks off to their car, they think it's all cool, they'll sneak up and try to stab them. Take their money they just earned and get a kill off of it too. That's why I have actual security that watches all that. That's why I have cameras multiple I have cameras even in the houses. Like, some of the houses even have cameras stuck on the rooftops, bro. Professional, that's what I'm saying. I'm a professional. I'm professional at what I do. And there's a reason I do it. Everything I told you, I do it for a reason. There's a reason for everything I do. But as I was saying, nobody has really defeated me yet. Except for one person. And you won't believe who it is. Well, what it was. Half a person. The fucking female. I've never seen a Brazilian girl, how would you say it? A girl from Brazil fight like that. I mean, I know they're pretty good fighters. UFC fighters. She was a UFC fighter. She came in there. And guess how much she put on the table right away? Bro, you fucking crazy. She put over 40 grand. 40 grand on the table. 4 grand stacks on the table right away. And she had plenty more where that come from. 4 grand. She said, I challenge the owner of this fight club. Cause to fight me, to fight me since I was the best and nobody had beaten me yet, she wanted to fight the best. But to get to fight the best, you have to defeat the rest of the people. You have to defeat a line. But she wanted to go directly to the head. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a chance. I said, put 40 grand up right now. For 40 grand, it costs 40 grand. If you want to go directly to the head to fight me straight up without passing through my other fighters to get to me, 40 grand is the price. She pulled out her duffel bag like it wasn't nothing, bro. And she said, bro, there's plenty more where that come from. 40 stacks. She slapped it on the table like that. I mean, like that. Stacked it. Slapped it. I said, all right, the bet's on then. I said, what night you want to do this? She said, how about, it was last year, it was on Valentine's. Don't ask me why she wanted to do it. I didn't know why she wanted to do it on Valentine's, but I found out. I'll tell you in a minute. Valentine's Day. No weapons allowed. She just wanted a straight up hardcore brawl. No weapons illegal. No weapons were allowed. She was straight on a hand, leg to leg fight. Everything was allowed, but no weapons. Nothing was allowed. Nothing. Everything was legal. Kick it. I could punch her in the titties. She could kick me in the nuts. All that was legal. But she didn't feel like doing that. You know, some people don't do that. Some people actually fight fair. So we were fighting. The first thing I knew, we get in there, the bell rang, and she already draw my ass 5 times. I didn't see that shit coming, bro. I did not see it coming. I was ready for her. But as soon as that bell rung, her hands were so fucking quick. I didn't see them. I saw 3 come before I got hit with 3 before I knew the last 2 got hit me. Her hands were quick, bro. Her hand speed is quick like that. Like, I got hit with 5 jabs before I even know I got hit with 3. She hit me 3 times. I hit 5 times when I thought she only hit me 3. And they were not no junky ass punches. They were some hard ass punches. She was heavy handed. So I got knocked off my feet with just about 5 punches. And she was on top of me already. She was trying to put me in submission. Her thing was submission holds. She was trying to put me in a submission hold, bro. I don't know if you ever know what that is. And in case you watch the UFC, a submission is like something to make you tap out. She already had me in the arm bar. She was trying to get me in a choke leg lock armbar. Something that's really not supposed to be legal in UFC. They took that out of UFC because it was so illegal. Like it was such a move that could break everything. It breaks your arm. It'll break your arm instantly if you get put in it. She was trying to put me in that shit, bro. But up there where she was from, it was legal to use that move. That's why she used it, because she thought it was legal down here. But I told her all was fair here. So, and it was. So I kept my word. She put me in it. She got me in the shit. But when she got me in it, she wouldn't expect my muscles to be so tight about it. Like she wasn't expecting me to slip out of it like I did. I slipped out of it, found a way out of it. I had to roll out of it. I had to do a double roll uppercut. So I had to not only roll, and I had to uppercut her too. I had to roll and uppercut at the same time with my feet. Pushed her off. When I got up, she'd already tapped me 6 more times with her feet. She kicked me twice, hit me 3 times, and then hit me one leg, and then kicked me again. Now I was back on my feet again, off my feet again. But she was kicking my ass, bro. I had never fought a woman that was that much speedy. And I fought anyone that was that good. But I guarantee at the end of that fight, I was feeling it. I was sore. Because she actually won that fight. And guess how much I had to put up on the fight? And everybody else. So the crowd all betted on me because they actually they actually concerned that they was actually thought I was going to win it because they knew I hadn't lost one yet. They put up, everybody, I looked up my bets at the end and because I got a slab that goes, the people that bet on me and people bet on her. Nobody betted on her like that. But her kids. Her kids knew already, I guess her, I mean not kids, but her one daughter already knew how deadly she was, and her daughter was a fighter too. She wasn't a fighter, but she was like a beginner. Like she was only 16, she was already becoming a UFC fighter for kids. So yeah, mama like daughter. I mean, yeah, I would say that. But when she had 40 grand stacked on her. That was just a bet on her. That was just a bet to get the fight to me. Not including how much her daughter put on her. Her daughter had money stacked in a bag too. She had like 20 stacks. They bet on her own mama. Guess how much I put up on the fight and I lost? $2 million, bro. I lost $2 million. That's not including the crowd, how much they bet on me. There was 800 people there that night watching that fight. So that was probably over $6,850,000 that people bet on me altogether. I looked at the bag. That was in the lot box. When I lost that fight, I gotta admit, I teared up. I teared up, bro. Dude, that was so much money. But I shook her hand. But the objective is, once you lose a fight, whether you win or lose, you have to shake that person's hand. If you don't, you'll never fight again in my ring. It's part of that. Well, you can, but it's part about being a good sportsmanship, bro. I shook her hand like a man. Bro, I swear that was the best fight I ever fought. And here's why she fought on Valentine's Day. I found out. She wanted to see if I was capable of being her boyfriend. If I was gonna fight for her. Like if anything ever happened towards her and she couldn't handle it, she was gonna see if I could handle it. Oh my god, bro! I found that out. I'm so jealous now. I'm so shocked. Like at the end of the fight, she brought me to the side. She said, "This is why I actually don't think." She told me at the end when I said, "This is why I want to fight you on Valentine's." My boyfriend just broke up with me 2 weeks ago. I'm looking for a new man. I'm wondering, even though I just kicked your ass badly, I'm wondering, are you interested? And she was a bad chick, bro. So I said, hell yeah, I'm interested. I said, for that, I gotta ask him for that? She said, yeah. So she said, don't have to tell me right now. She kissed me on the cheek, real all gentle like. walked off with a big booty twat person with a daughter. Said, think about it. But when I saw the way she walked off, bro, it was like something in a movie, bro. She walked off all twinkle-eyed. But that shit was crazy. I grabbed my cheek, I'm like, yo, did this bitch just kiss me in front of all these people? Really? Like that? And then walked off like that? Bruh. And just asked me out? This bitch must be crazy. My thought was, this bitch must be crazy. Hey, I got her number. Her number is permanently saved in my phone. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have to get your people to fight. Their numbers are always saved in my phone. It's under the fighting list, so I'll know. And if they ever leave the fight, like if they ever don't want to fight again, they have to fill out a contract. They have to fill out a thing saying they don't want to fight again, and the reason, you know, so I can know that they're not coming back. And that shows me that I just take them off my list of my phone. Or either I kept them on my phone, or either if they got something else in mind that they want to pursue, I keep them in mind for that too, because I do liquor too. Well, it's not called liquor, it's called bourbon. I sell bourbon. I don't know, Danny. So how long's your art got now? Cause I'm gonna look at my phone, cause I might be taking my lunch. I ain't got nothing to eat. Hey, it's almost time for lunch. Let me make a phone call. Well, how long you got for your art now? Huh? Yo. What? Wolf boy.